Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm Kathy and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you a dessert that I'm making for our Cinco de Mayo dinner. I know a lot of people are doing tacos and burritos and all kinds of wonderful, delicious recipes for Mexican food. And I'm going to be making tacos tonight, I admit it, but I thought I would share something really super easy, simple, and oh so delicious, I think. And the reason why I say I think is because this is kind of a new recipe for me. I am going to use my basic cookie dough recipe that I did over the holidays, and I made a few batches up a few days ago, and I took out one ball of dough, and I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to add some caramel, the Werther's Original Soft Caramel, in the middle of the cookie and roll it up in some cinnamon and sugar. Doesn't that sound super delicious? I can't wait to bite into one, and I'm sure hubby can't wait either. So let's get baking. So basically what I'm going to do is just pinch off a little bit of the cookie dough and kind of roll it around in my hand. Oh, and also make sure that you get your oven preheated 350 degrees. And I'm going to flatten this. And let's see, let's take one little soft caramel. And I'm going to pinch this in half because I'm not going to use the whole piece. I think it's a little too big. Ugh. I love caramel. Just make that a little ball there and stick it in the middle of the cookie and then wrap this around. So you have one little ball of cookie dough, and I'm going to then roll it around in the cinnamon sugar. And I just think this would make a really nice dessert for Cinco de Mayo or any time, because I just love caramel and my basic cookie dough. It's so good. And that's all there is to it. Super easy, and I'm sure everybody, and I say everybody, yeah, I'm going to share some of these with my neighbors, and of course hubby and I will have some, and have a few of these with some vanilla ice cream would just be super yummy for dessert. And when I finish making all these, I will pop it in the oven for 10 minutes and then kind of check. My oven, you know, it's anywhere between 10 and 12 minutes, so check with how your oven works, and don't let your cookies burn. Nobody likes burnt cookies, and it's a waste. It's a waste to like have to throw them away. It's really super easy to make this basic cookie dough recipe. I'll have that listed down below. You can make a big batch. Actually, the recipe I have is for a large batch, and I just save some in the fridge for later, because you can just, you know, make a dozen or so cookies, and then after those are gone, go back and you make some more. And you can make different kinds of cookies. Like anytime you just use this regular basic cookie dough recipe, you can make other things. And the other day I actually used it for the base of a bar cookie that I made for the Kentucky Derby. And it was like a Kentucky Derby pie cookie bar. And that came out really, really good. Guess I'll have to do some extra walking today ahead of the Cinco de Mayo celebration, so I can walk up some calories. when you serve these warm, the gooey melting of the caramel inside, I'm sure, is just going to be so good. Like I said, this is a new thing for me. I just thought, hey, you know what? It's Cinco de Mayo, and I have some cookie dough in the fridge, and I'm just going to make some of these and see how they come out. And I think they'll be just wonderful. So here I have a batch of 18 cookies going into the oven, I think. 18, yep, 18. And I use my silicone baking mat. I love it. And in my description down below is a link to where you can get these on Amazon. So let's pop them in the oven, and I can't wait 10-12 minutes and I'll get to taste it. Be right back. And if you're like me, I gotta make sure that the caramel is good. I should have done that before I put them in the cookies. Very good. Werther's Originals. Okay, the timer went off, and let's see how they look. Ooh, uh-oh. Some of the caramel is melting out of it. You need to get them out of the oven. So as the cookie cooked, and it would crack a little bit, and I put it in for 11 minutes, and then when it cracked, the caramel was kind of oozing out. I don't know if you can see. So I'm gonna just let it kind of sit for a little bit before I take them off of here and get them to cool on the rack. Maybe the caramel will harden a little bit. I don't know. Here's one where it didn't crack. So maybe if I let it only cook for 10 minutes instead of 11, it may not have opened up. Also, you know, as much as we love to eat a cookie straight out of the oven when it's still all nice and warm, just be very, very careful. I have a feeling that this caramel is going to be hot in the middle. So you probably want to give it a rest a little bit before you do that, so that it doesn't. I would hate to think of anybody having gooey hot caramel burning the inside of their mouth and their lips. That would just be awful. So forewarning, let these cookies cool before you bite into this hot gooey caramel. Just a little bit came out, so I think you'll still have plenty inside. I know who's going to be licking this spatula. Me. They smell so wonderful. You can smell the cinnamon and the caramel. It smells just very delicious. And really, I have to just remember this batch of cookie dough recipe that I made this time, I made with made it low cal, so it's not going to have a lot of calories in the sugar. I used stevia instead. So let's let this cool, and then we'll try it in a sec. Meanwhile, can I taste it? Oh yeah. Okay, let's try one of these. Wonderful. So see how pretty it is? I mean, it's like little petite little cookie right there. Isn't it cute? Okay. Can't have a whole lot of calories in this. So let's break into it. Ooh, look at that. Gooey melted caramel. Yum. All right. Be very careful, really. I don't want anybody burning their mouth. Oh yeah. The cookie dough, the basic cookie dough recipe, you can't go wrong with this, and it's so good. And the cinnamon and the caramel is just going to make a wonderful dessert with our wonderful tacos we're having tonight and celebrating Cinco de Mayo. I hope you like this video, and I hope you give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on that bell when you subscribe down below so you get notified. Of my next video. Can't talk and eat cookies at the same time. Very good. I'm gonna have to make some more of these. These won't last very long. Anyways, until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.